Hey, this is for Mansfield. So when you open up the program, if you don't know how to do that, there's a little icon on the desktop that's here. This is called Obsidian Onyx Control Systems. So what we're going to head and do is continue our Mansfield show. So something like this is going to appear. And so what we're going to do is I'm just going to run through what these are with you real quick. So under service, if you double click this, you can hit play and worship will appear. And so this is what you do if you just want something easy. And then whenever you need to go to preaching, you can just hit play again. And it'll go to that. And it'll show you which is up by it's highlighted and it says so appear. So if you, let's say we just finished worship and we need to go to video, you come over here, click this guy, you can hit toggle, and it will turn on, and then you can hit toggle again, and it'll turn off. Or you can hit play, which by turning this on, the lights will go off. So, and then release will also do the same thing. But toggle is the easiest method to do it. So the lights are off. So you can see here, toggle, they're off. So if you click this here, you'll have all your groups. So this makes it easier than all this complicated stuff, which is each individual light. So you've got our three groups: movers, wash, and our floor pars. So the movers are obviously the four that move underneath the screen. The wash are the ones that are facing forward onto the stage. The floor pars are the ones that are bouncing up around the room onto the walls. So if we click this, what we can do is change the color by clicking any of these to whatever we want them to be. Wherever we want them to be. So if we click red, it'll turn red. So see how these are grayed out? So you wouldn't be able to click them. Well, you can, but it won't do anything because those are for the movers. So when I have the movers selected, I can click these and it'll change the colors for that. So whenever you're changing colors in Song for Worship, and you want to change the color of the movers, what you're going to do is come over here to movers and see this controls how bright the movers are. So you'd bring them down in between every song and then click to change the color, and then you click it again and then bring it back up, and that makes sure you don't have the ugly spinning in between songs. So you click your wash, and I would always leave the center 4 on warm white, and floor pars, I change it to complement the screen. So whatever the screen would be, if it's purple, you could do a blue, or you could do purple, lavender, white. White's a little bit of a weird color, but just because of how the colors mix. So if we come over to movers, so these are position presets. So up, forwards, up, forward, up, out. This is just the same thing, but spread. Preaching is, they're just going to go straight up. So you want them to be off during preaching. So what these are is gobos. So we've got them out. Gobos are little pictures that goes with them. So off turns them off, which is good to know. You need to know how to turn it off. So each one of these has a little description of what it is. And G2. So G2 is for Gobo 2 because there's 2 wheels inside of it. Don't worry about it that much. Just know over here, if you need to change between them, you can click here and it'll focus and you'll actually be able to see the image. So if you come back over here, it's Gobo 1, and down here are all Gobo 2. So what prism is prism is when the beam splits up. So still prism means it's just out and it's not moving. Slow prism will actually rotate the whole thing, medium prism, a little bit faster, fast prism, a little bit faster. You won't really need these. Slow prism's good for worship. Medium prism's good for a normal song. So you can always do still prism. Yep. So what we can do is we can either open this box and hit clear to clear anything that we've done. But if we do that, it'll go off immediately. So, or if we click any of these and change them, it'll be immediate. So if you see these icons over on the sides, what we can do, this changes how long it takes for it to change here in between. So that's important because we don't want it to flash immediately because that's ugly. We want it to take its time. 4 seconds is like the ideal. Yep. So if a light's ever not on, what you can do is you can select it or the group it's in, and over here is intensity. So this controls how bright our lights are. So on the front wash, you never want them more than like 50%. Don't worry, there's a preset on here and they're automatically set to the right level. So you can double click clear and it'll clear it out and it'll go back to the original proper level. Like 4 bars will always pretty much run in hundreds. They're nice and bright, and whatever color we want them to be. And if for some reason you need to turn absolutely everything off, you've got your Grandmaster here. So if you forget this is off, nothing else will be on. So no matter what you do over here, if you select all of them, bring them to 100, nothing will be on. So you have to make sure this is up. This just controls how bright the movers are. This controls how bright the front wash is. So if anybody ever needs it just slightly lower for the front wash, you can do that. But the easiest way is if there's a video to just play this. This will turn the lights off. Release, it'll turn them off. Thanks. Also, another side note, if you don't see these colors, come up here to this wheel, come over to preset color, on, and then over here, it's the same thing.